Hey everybody, so glad to see you. Today I'm going to talk about green tea serum. So this is something that I have very recently added into my skincare routine about a month ago. Actually, not even, probably maybe around a month ago. So when I say skincare routine, I don't just mean my face. I mean, this is something I'm putting all over my body, my arms, my legs, my tummy, you name it, it's getting this green tea serum. So the reason I started using it, because I never really heard much about it, nothing caught my attention to think that I wanted to add that into my routine, but I was listening to YouTube, it was like background music, and I heard someone say that he puts green tea serum under his LED mask. So typically I just have a freshly washed face before I use my LED mask. I never put any kind of serums or creams or anything. So for some reason, I thought that was very interesting. So I just thought this green tea serum is worth taking a deep dive into. So that's what I did, and I was kind of really blown away by everything that they were saying it does. And since I've been using it, like, I'm usually on the skeptic side of things really reversing any signs of aging. And I'm kind of feeling like this has been. So let me just tell you everything that they claim it does, and then I'll tell you what it has done for me in just a very short 1 month amount of time. So first off, they say it has antioxidant protection. They say to look for one, so maybe they don't all have this, but look for one that has EGCG. It is abbreviation for a very long word that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. So what that does is it neutralizes your skin from free radicals. So it safeguards your skin from environmental stresses. So simply said, it just makes your skin barrier much stronger so that the things that really age our skin, it is more resilient against. Even protecting your skin against UV radiation. So this is something I really have to take their word for it. I've only used it for a month, so I don't know if it's doing that or not. It's kind of a hard thing to really know whether it's doing, but across the board, everything that I research, they all say that it does do this. And as you can tell, I have very fair skin. Of course, I'm always self-tan, so maybe you can't tell, but I do. I have very fair skin, and I spent so many years, my silly youthful years, going out in the sun, burning, peeling, even blistering. I don't know, what was I thinking? It didn't look good, but I was so determined. One day I would tan, when it's so easy to just, fake tan. Anyways, so my skin is definitely cancer prone. And they say that it is really good at protecting cancer-prone skin. Another claim that they say about green tea serum is that it has anti-inflammatory properties. So let's say you're someone who has very sensitive skin and you have to be really careful about what you put on your skin because your skin does react really easily. That's not me. I don't have sensitive skin, but they say it's really good for sensitive skin. And maybe that is why you can use it under an LED mask and not have any sort of reaction. So that is a good thing if you have sensitive skin. What I love about it, because I don't particularly have sensitive skin, if I don't do some sort of procedure to my skin is pretty normal and doesn't react to things, but it's very soothing and calming. So I do once in a while have a psoriasis flare-up, very soothing for that. When I do like a procedure like microneedling or like maybe a light laser, it just feels so good to just put that on, and it really accelerates the healing process as well. If you have to deal with rosacea, this is also going to really help soothe that. Also, inflammation causes pigment, such as melasma. I know a lot of us as we age, we really have to struggle with melasma, and this is said to help with melasma. I mean, it almost feels like the serum that's too good to be true, but it's kind of true. I mean, I've been really having such amazing results with it, but there's more. Don't you worry, there's even more that it does. Next, it has antimicrobial properties and astringent properties, which is really good at regulating sebum production. So if you have acne-prone skin or oily skin, that's going to be great. I don't have that. But what I love about it is that it just leaves my skin so fresh and clean. And because it does clean out the pores, it just makes my pores look smaller, and it just makes my skin look so much smoother. Also, it moisturizes and hydrates. What does this serum not do? That's what I'd like to know. It does it all. But this I know it really does do, because I lean more towards normal to dry, because I load on my prescription strength 1% Retin-A on a daily basis. So I do. A lot of the time I have little flakies. I even have peeling skin. But when I put on that green tea serum, it just moisturizes and hydrates my skin. And it's weird because I have to show you the consistency of it. It's like water. So for me, my brain tells me that a really good moisturizer needs to be a nice, thick, creamy lotion. And this is water. It just is purely pouring water into your hands. You gotta be really careful to gather it up and get it, on your face before it all drips down. And like I said, I put it everywhere. I put it on my arms, I put it on my legs, I put it on my tummy. And because the thing is, I have come to terms with the fact that, I'm 61 years old. Yeah, I'm gonna have crepey skin. I've come to terms with it, but I don't like it. I don't like crepey looking skin. I'm sorry. I know that's part of being an older woman, but I'm still gonna fight against it. I am, because I don't like the look of it. And I am such a skeptic. I will say that there are things that can help maybe slow down the aging process. But I just really am such skeptical on things that say that it reverses. So, I don't put a lot of hope in that. But I feel like on my forearms, because all day long, I don't see my face, I don't see most of my body, but I see my hands and my forearms all day long. And it really bugs me, especially if I have sleeves that I push up, then I always see all this crinkling on my forearms, and I really hate it. It's not like 1,000,000,000% better, but it's better. Even slightly, and I would even, I know, look, it's still very wrinkly, but it's better than it ever has been. So I find that really, really cool. And I've only been using it for like a month. And then another claim that they say is that it helps to increase your natural collagen within your skin, which of course we all want to increase our collagen. That's one of those things that, it's gonna, I don't know, how do you monitor that? I'll take their word for it. If they say that it does that, I could just hope that maybe they are right. But that's another claim that they say that it does increase your natural collagen. And lastly, are you ready? They say that it increases hair growth, that it stimulates the hair follicle, and that you grow thicker hair. I've never tried it, and plus it would take a pretty long time to know whether that's actually happening or not. But what I have done is I put a few drops into my conditioner when I wash my hair, and it makes my hair come out so shiny and silky smooth that I'm just really digging it. It doesn't hold a curl as well. So if you have really, sort of straight, fine hair like I do, and you want a curl, probably don't add this in. But I'm just loving how healthy it makes my hair look. I think the most beautiful thing is healthy looking hair. More than skin or anything. I think when your hair looks healthy, it's just so beautiful, because you see younger girls that have really over-processed, hair, and it looks burnt and it looks rough, and it just looks so bad. When you can have healthy, shiny looking hair, I think that is like the most beautiful thing. So I have been really enjoying just putting a few drops in my conditioner. A few drops. I don't do a few anything. I put a lot of drops. Also, what they say, so what it says on the instructions of the bottle, I'll show you the bottle that I got in a second, but it says to add a few drops to your, regular lotion, and just add it in and then put it on that way. I don't do that. I just load it on directly right onto my skin. That watery consistency, I just drop it on and I smooth it in as quickly as I can before it all rolls off. That's how I do it. That's not what the instructions say you should do. I am not saying that that is what you should do. You should follow the instructions. I didn't, and I don't, and I won't, because I love just putting it directly onto my skin. So here's the exact one that I got. I'll leave it linked in the description box if you're interested in getting this exact one. But all I did was just kind of research to see which ones got the good reviews, and I took note as to what you should look for in the green tea serum. So some of the things that they say to look for when you're purchasing your green tea serum is look for something that's organic, something that is cosmeceutical, something that is heat and alcohol free, that has polyphenols, and that it has that ECGC that I talked about before. So this has all of those, and so that's all I went on. This is what I've been using. This is the only one I've ever tried. This, I don't know that this is the best. I don't know if it's the worst, but it's been working for me. So I can leave this particular one linked in the description box if you want to try this one. In my opinion, it's something that is at least worth giving a try. It's not an expensive product. It's not some expensive procedure. So if it doesn't work for you, bummer, that's disappointing, but it's worth trying in case it does work for you, because it's just easy. You're putting on lotion anyways, so why not put this on? So I put it on just, like I said, just directly onto my skin, not the way they say to do it. That is how I do it. And then I seal it all in with my beloved castor oil. So I used to have a love-hate relationship with castor oil. Now I just have a love-love relationship with castor oil. So that is what I use on my body, just this green tea and that castor oil. And I gotta tell you, I'm loving the results. So are you someone who already uses this green tea serum? And if you do you have like a brand that you really love and you really know is really good? Can you leave that in the comments, because I would really love to know which one, and I would definitely give it a try. And that is it, ladies. I am so glad you came and hung out with me today. Love spending time with you. So go do something fabulous today. Mwah. I love you all so much. Bye.